Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 33 of Crusader Kings 3, and we're going to get straight back into the gameplay because hopefully we want to run that truce out with Alba so we can jump in there and go and take the remaining 4 counties needed for us to form the Empire of Britannia. Incognito. Tonight I strip myself of every symbol signifying my rank as I walk anonymously among my soldiers. It's a quiet evening, so when the argument breaks out, the words reach me loud and clear. An infantryman is trying to convince his commander that my vassal Earl Guthmund, so it's a vassal and knight who's a righteous villain, of the advantages of an alternative strategy. Guthmund will hear none of it. As I approach, the infuriated man raises his fist. Step in and protect the soldier. A prowess challenge against Earl Guthmund. Possible outcomes: 25% we defeat the officer in unarmed combat and gain a lifestyle perk. 75% chance that the officer defeats us in unarmed combat and we get fought seasoned warrior for 10 years. 33% chance that I gain the trait wounded if that happens. Let's just have a quick look at that. So that'll give me +1 prowess. What is his prowess? His prowess is 10. My prowess is 7, yeah. So that explains that. Mediate between them. Gain 1 martial lifestyle perk. Well, we should just do that, shouldn't we? We don't really want the dread. Or get innovative strategy. Minimum battle roll -2, +1 martial, +20 movement speed. I'm going to do this one. And gained a loyalty hook. Earl Guthmund's arm freezes mid-blow as I raise my voice. The emotional intensity of my words seems to strike a chord. His expression softens to embarrassment. He stammers out an apology and scurries away. The soldier beams with gratitude. Thank you, my lord. You will never know a more faithful servant than Siege of Chester. Adopt his strategy. So we can do that. Gain another 100 martial lifestyle experience. Or discuss the strategy to learn more about warfare. Which gives us another... he joins our court. We get another perk unlock. See, what does the innovative strategy... I don't like this minimum battle roll. What does that do? Advantage rolls are made by each commander during the battle. Yet these are done on a scale of 0 to 10 and are completely random. So when it says minimum battle roll, does that mean it adds 2 to my minimum roll? Or it reduces 2 to my minimum roll? It doesn't quite make that clear to me. I mean, it's red, so I'm going to assume red is bad. Red is usually bad. The +1 martial is nice. The movement speed is nice, but I think we'll just take the extra martial perk right there. So let's go and do that. So we could get this promising prospects. Well, we're already married, so we could just go into Knight's Guard. Although spousal opinion and skills from spousal counsellor tasks could be useful. So let's work down that side of the tree. I'm actually amazed that my ruler is still alive. Now I've said that, he's bound to die. He is 74. Our hook on our Spymaster has expired. Still making money. Making a tiny bit of piety there. Our counsellor aside. That was our Spymaster actually, funnily enough. Who can we get in as Spymaster? Our vassal and knight. You're actually 23. That is good skill for a Spymaster. You, sir, have been promoted. And we have died. What did I literally just called it, right? Literally just called it. So we're going to continue as our grandson. Now, we shouldn't have lost any Holy Order patronage lost. Dynasty head change. So we've got some housekeeping we need to do here. We're well over our domain limit, which is not great. We've got empty council positions. Let's fill these as quickly as we can. Now, yeah, 21, and we want domestic affairs. We want our own people to like us. Keep the marshal. Steward. Yes, you are a powerful vassal. Let's get you back in again because you are like the best vassal we've got. Best vassal we've got. And Spymaster. Can we get the same guy in we just had previously? Yeah, let's get you in. So we've got a good council here. Now, we're no longer getting educated. We are betrothed. We're only 10 right now. Could we get somebody potentially to teach us? We could get our marshal to teach us, I suppose. Marshal, you. Can you educate me directly? No. Yeah, I can only arrange a marriage and get you to educate somebody else. I can't get you to educate me. Now, the biggest problem here is being over the domain limit. We're not over the duchy limit, just the domain limit. Now, I could give away some of these places, but if I'm honest, I don't want to. We're at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bosworth we shouldn't really have. Because Bosworth is a city holding. No, it can't be Bosworth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's the 7th one then? Why have I got 7? Let's check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, apparently. Kent, Derby, Northamptonshire, Staffordshire, Leicestershire, Warwickshire. Oh, Lennox. We've got Lennox for some reason. Right, well, we want to get rid of that straight away. So let's go and grant that to somebody random who doesn't already have something. You. Okay, that gets us down to 4. Now, what's our stewardship looking like? It's not great. But of course it can go up once we get married, you see. I think maybe we just have to wait a little bit. Dangerous factions. Yeah, this is always the problem. 1000%. Wants lower crown authority. I mean, we may just have to accept that. I mean, fine. If we have to do that, we have to do that. I'd prefer that not to happen. I really don't want to have to get rid of more domains. But I think we're going to have to. We're not getting anything from Dover right now anyway. So let's just go ahead and give this away to somebody else. You'll do, I suppose. Okay, so I'm still 1 over the limit. Can transfer Kent to the Duchess of Kent. Yeah, that's true. So, who's the Duchess of Kent? You're the Duchess of Kent. Grant Vassal. You. So it's just trying to get some people on our side. And so we're still slightly over. It's not going to make a huge amount of difference. Why isn't Derby giving us anything? Why is everything here zeroed down? It says it'll be re-enabled next month. I just don't know why it's off to begin with. Somebody can marry. This is our elder sister. Who could we marry you off? Actually marry our oldest sister off to the King of Frisia if we wanted to. Yeah, couldn't get a matrilineal marriage for doing that. Which would give us an alliance. You're only 7, you're 16, you're not miles apart. West Francia again, though. They are related, because everybody's related now. What about... No, not you. Let's clear that up. I want this to go back to alliance power. Asturias. You're not related. Would you take matrilineal? No. But it might be worth it just for an alliance. What alliances do I have, if any? At the moment, none. Even though I am betrothed to the daughter of the King of West Francia. Okay, so does that give us an alliance? Yes, okay, so now we've got an alliance with Asturias. So that's going to help a little. Yeah, that faction is going to be the most problematic thing. Although it is dropping a little bit there. There's a lot of people on it. I'd prefer if there weren't. Decisions. We do not have a physician, apparently. Do we have anyone that we could ransom? No, not looking like it. Court physician. What are our options here then? 16 learning. You're a physician. You're lustful, wrathful, lazy. You're a brilliant strategist. Or we've got 7 learning. I think the 16 learning physician is probably means you're the best person. Corsair was killed during a siege in Antwerpen. Random claims. At least one thing. I think this is the first time during this particular playthrough that I've started with a ruler who has been either under adult age or close to adult age. Everybody else seems to have ended up being like in their 30s or 40s before I even got to play as them. I was caught stealing from Earl Redwall's travel chest while he was visiting the castle. Threatening punishment, he demanded an explanation. I was challenged to a game by one of the other children. Gained the trait deceitful. I thought I could get away with it, but will never do it again. Gained the trait honest. I have more right to do anything than others. I have no more right to do anything than others do. Humble's nice because it gives us piety. It also gives us opinion from lieges and vassals and the clergy. Honest gives us some extra diplomacy. But it reduces our intrigue. I think we're going to go for humble. I think humble. I love how he's like his entire expression and demeanour changes. So we are paranoid, but we're humble. We are a little bit rowdy. It's a little bit weird that I don't seem to have the option to like pick a guardian, pick someone to educate myself. Yes, I can get myself someone to educate me directly. Where's my marshal? Well, who's got the highest martial skill? Yeah, you're my marshal. That's what I want. I want my marshal to teach me. Then he can get the stress, and I can get some decent martial skill. That's the plan here. Is he one of the people in the faction against me? No, I don't think he is. There's a few people in here, even the ones that that like me. Yeah, that's actually going up again. Threshold is 80, base is 80. Why is this going up? We'll be able to send an ultimatum in 3 months. Not an awful lot I can do about this. Is any of you people like that can be rightfully imprisoned? Act of tyranny. So you've got that thing. Just means they're a known criminal. Because she's already been imprisoned, already been punished. Not sure we could do that with any of the others. 26. You are my steward. Out of respect for my grandfather, you should not be joining this thing here. If it does fire, I'll just lower the crown authority. We can always put it back up again at a later time, so it's not really a big deal. It certainly put paid to my plans of... Let's go back up to speed 4. It certainly put paid to my plans of attacking Alba. Can't really do that until... I mean, we've still got decent... a decent levy here, but of course if we have to reduce crown authority, that is going to get lower. Resisting conversion. Great. Task has finished. That was converting culture. So let's keep you converting culture. Let's get everywhere flipped over if we can. At least we didn't end up... Okay, so a couple of good things that have come of this. One, our realm didn't get split because we didn't have any brothers at the time. And secondly, we will have a martial ruler. Right, so, yeah, we lose 20 dread. The Liberty faction is destroyed. We don't want to go to war. We'll just do it. I don't mind losing the dread. At this age, it doesn't really matter. The faction's been disbanded. The important thing at the moment, before anything else, is for us to just get to adulthood and marry our heir. Once we do that, I'm hoping that'll give us an alliance. It'll also mean that we will have higher stats, so we shouldn't have that domain holdings penalty anymore. We should also have higher martial, which means we'll have larger levies. So that will have actually put the levies down a little bit. Yeah, look, we're now down to like 5. It's going up a bit, actually. But that's because we just changed the crown law. So a little bit disappointing. We're also not getting as much money because that's put the taxes down as well. But overall, I think we will be fine. We are being raided, which is annoying. Are we being... I guess we're being raided up here, are we? I don't know. Neighbouring ruler lost war. Where are we being raided? Down here. Yeah, you see, 10,000 men. Do I really want to get in there against that? Not really. Haven't got the manpower for it. There's no factions against us right now, but they're not really raiding anything, actually. They're just kind of moving around backwards and forwards. So we'll leave that for now. Not overly bothered. How long until we become of age? We're already 12. We're born in May. So almost 13. I can't remember what age it is you become an adult in this. I might be 15. It's either 15 or 16, I think. Okay, that's fine. Need to get married and have some children of our own. Derby's now producing money and stuff. So yeah, right now we're literally just having a bit of a recovery breather before we can go to war with Alba. So minor little setback, but not the worst thing ever to happen. So Marshal impresses vassal. Good stuff. He's a really good marshal, actually. I like this marshal. What is he? 24. I mean, this is a really good court. 21, 26, 23, 24. The only one letting us down is the bishop. And there's not really... he's got astute intellectual that gives him +6 learning. And then obviously he's -1 for being lazy. So does that mean his base learning is 0? He's an archbishop and his primary stat has a base of 0. Wow. Okay. But yeah, there's no way you can change them here because we don't have revocable clerical appointment doctrine. Well, Catholicism doesn't have revocable clerical appointment doctrine, unfortunately. Be nice if it did. We could create a new Christian faith. By choosing the tenets and doctrines, it would cost us a huge amount of faith to do so. So we're not actually going to be able to do it. But we could if we wanted. This is the point now where my backup software is making weird Windows pings in the background because it can't talk to my NAS drive. Great timing as usual. Little fights going on, obviously, within. We have a decent number of holdings, so we should be good. Heart-wrenching rejection. So who am I? That's not who I'm betrothed with. I spend a day and night thinking about Elswith. Why are you spending a day and night thinking about someone? You're only 13. She's 15. And my heart flutters whenever I see her in the castle halls. However, when I approached her with my feelings, she turned me down with a laugh, crushing my heart under her feet as she walked away. I'll show them what it means to be put down like that. Stop having a crush on her. And gain vengeful. Lose some diplomacy, but gain some intrigue, prowess, dread. Sinful to Catholics, so we probably don't want to be vengeful. Stop having a crush on her and gain the title chaste. Reduces our fertility. Gives us some more learning, which is not a bad thing. Or do they really think I give up that easily? Gain the trait stubborn, which gives us some stewardship, a small health boost though we would lose some liege and vassal opinion. Well, I don't have a liege. I don't really want to lose the opinion of my vassals, but sure, for +3 stewardship, it's probably worth taking. Let's become stubborn. Also gives us a slight health boost, so anything that helps your character live a little bit longer is worth having, in my opinion. So we'll take that. So we're up to May, so we're soon going to be, well, we are 13 now. Does it actually get, yeah, 28th of May, so technically not 13. No, 14 now. I just saw him grow an inch, literally, while I was on this screen. So we are getting there. Holy Order's expanding. So am I still the patron of this Holy Order? I should be, right? Yeah, I am their patron. That's fine. They have 8 holdings now. Jeez, wow. I don't think there's much that we can do to our military. We're at the maximum number of men-at-arms. And they're all at the maximum size. We've got 7 knights. Our levies are a little bit pants. But overall, I think that's okay. So literally just fast forwarding the clock until we can wear big boy pants. And then that will allow us to start doing stuff. Hopefully my vassal opinions will start to improve. We can actually have a look at that under... See, I will be able to put this up again at some point with some prestige. So yeah, a few of them don't like me. I mean, I guess I could scheme. Can I scheme against you to make you like me? I cannot. I guess I need to be older for that. But yes, this is one of the things that we'll start doing. There's another promote culture task. This guy's quick, isn't he? Let's get as much of Wales done as we can. I'm just trying and get everyone over to my culture, because that also helps these things go up more quickly. City planning's still 8 years away. Casus Belli's 2 years away. And then we'll jump on to the newer stuff after all of that. What are you warning me about here? Nothing useful with other things. Well, we're back round to February again, so we are almost 15. This is where I find out it's going to be 16, but we are getting there. Decent quality. We definitely need some better knights. Random claims, don't really care. So here we are in May, so we're a month away from being 15. Always on my mind. I can't stop thinking about else. So we're about to get critical stress at the age of 15. Oh, wow. We've been overwhelmed by stress. So what do we do here? Recently, I feel like I'm not worthy of the Kingdom of England. Do other rulers doubt themselves as I doubt myself? I try to be a good, humble king. We've read this before. I need to be alone to think about this. Gain the trait Reclusive, which reduces our diplomacy and stewardship, which we don't want. I swear to God I'll punch someone. Gain the trait Irritable, which also reduces our diplomacy and martial. Or I'm just as good as the rest. We'll gain some more stress, but we'll find a way to lose it. We've got 5 years to lose this stress. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I hope. So yeah, we've now turned 15. So our betrothed is a little younger than us. Is a sadistic, zealous, gluttonous, pensive. She's got middling stats though. I suppose that's fine. It'll be alright. We'll be coming of age soon. Then we'll start holding feasts and getting rid of stress. Hopefully we're going to end up with a decent... Our martial's still going up. I've actually got better stewardship and intrigue than martial, but I'm hoping that I'll end up with a really good martial education because I'm being educated by my my actual marshal, who has a martial skill of 24. Unwelcome attention. Cuthbert has been pestering me for a long time now. He has everyone believing he is a saint, but he mocks me relentlessly for every tiny mistake I make. I cannot get him to stop no matter what I should do. So he is a bully. He's not going to be my bully for long, because we're about to become an adult and the king, and we will have him assassinated. So, decent money. What's our renown level? Still almost noteworthy. We are almost noteworthy. So where are we? We're into February. Okay. So we are at this point. March. 2 months away. No more factions growing at the moment, I don't think. No, we're good on factions. I actually have... My stewardship's gone up now. I can have a 6 holding. Kind of wish I hadn't given Kent away now, but... Hey-ho, better than being over. We'll take somewhere else. It will happen. And there we go. We are now an adult. We are a brilliant strategist. You won't forget... Right, what happened here? Brilliant strategist. You lost him as your guardian. You will not forget your fondness of Ellsworth. You won't forget Cuthbert anytime soon. So that's our bully. Ethelswith... Right, that was our... the girl we had a crush on. We lose the trait Rowdy. 15 Marshal, though. Brilliant strategist. That'll do. Could be better, but that'll do. So we can pick our focus. Obviously, we're going to go Marshal. Because of our Marshal education, we gain 40% more lifestyle experience. Nice! What do we go for on this one? Do we want that Dread and Control growth? Do we want the Marshal? I think the Dread and Control growth is going to be useful. What are our stats again? We're paranoid, we're humble, and we're stubborn. We don't have anything that affects our... Yeah, so minimum and maximum. So our maximum battle roll can be higher. So that other thing that I saw, it was either earlier this video or in the last one. I've forgotten now because I'm recording them back to back, where it said my minimum battle roll would be -2. Basically meant that the lowest base number I could roll would have been too lower, so it was a negative. 100% stress gain. Yeah, that's not great. We need to get rid of the paranoid now if we can. But yes, I think we probably want to go for this one again. It's only +1 Marshal, but that 20% Dread Grain. I don't know. Do we need the control growth? Let's go for the strategy focus. Let's just go like all out Marshal. That'll put us up to 18 Marshal, is that right? Yeah, 17 Marshal. Finished county control task. Worcestershire needs sorting out. We can't marry our wife just yet. She's nearly there. So we'll be doing that very soon. We also want to reduce our stress, so let's start off... let's do it how Father would have done it and start off with a feast. I've just turned 16 and because you know, I should be able to have a feast at this point. When do you turn of age? The 9th of October, nearly there then. We'll get a pop-up actually when it happens. So I don't need to worry too much about that. Every time, all over my new shirt, and my stress goes up. Gain higher standards of courtesy, extra prestige. Or we spend the... Yeah, we can spend the prestige, high standards of courtesy, so that's actually increased my stress a little bit there. Well, that's not what we wanted. These events are supposed to reduce our stress, not increase it. Feast. In case of danger. In the middle of the celebrations, I am more intrigued by the defensibility of the hall. Should an attack be launched from the outside right at this moment, the lower nobility will be the ones in immediate danger. Beyond that, a small bastion can be made from the great tables, offering a modicum of protection. Now, how would we have to stage a counterattack? This is option because I'm paranoid. Better safe than sorry for 5 years. Hostile scheme resistance +10 and defender advantage +10. Okay, fair enough. Still like to get rid of more stress, if you don't mind. How was that affected our military, by the way? Yeah, it's still terrible. Still don't have a lot of men. Feast as my guests depart until next time. Feast ends, still have a lot of stress. Glory is widely known. We've got some money, let's call a hunt. Lose 30 more stress. We're still overstressed, but we might be able to do something there. Almost old enough to be married. Our Holy Order being hired again. So we're into it September. The encounter. As we ride deep into the lordship of whatever this place is, the ground grows wetter and the air grows heavier. Suddenly, from out the greenery surrounding us, a giant of a man appears, hulking in layer upon layer of dirty clothing. Explain yourself, he shouts. What are you doing in my marshland? He's a giant. Wow, he really is as well. He goes off the top of the screen. He's temperate, he's cynical, he's brave, he's a misguided warrior and a reaver. Your marshland, then show us around. You gain 500 stewardship lifestyle experience, but I'm not a steward. And 2 prowess. Let's talk this through. 50-50, not liking those. Or we gain dread and the guy dies, and we gain killed local for 5 years. Let's just take this. I want to see what happens actually if we gain that stewardship experience. It's weird that it gives me stewardship experience when I'm not a steward, because I can't spend it. Yeah, I've got stewardship experience. I wonder if I actually got that, if I could spend it. Because you can switch between different ones. Interesting. I mean, I do have a high stewardship. Returning from the wild. So we're still a little bit stressed. Just going to wait until we're old enough to get married. I will do that, and then I think we'll probably end the video there. And there we are. We are old enough to get married. Send the proposal. Gladly accept. How are things going? Acquaintance with Leon. West Francia. Yeah, you're the king of West Francia now. My brother-in-law is young. So now we have an alliance to Asturias and West Francia. That is good for us. We have a spouse. She doesn't like me too much. We could do a personal scheme. Let's seduce her. Only 30% chance. Romance her. 0% chance. No success chance. Zealous and dislikes paranoid. Okay, then we need to go with the sway scheme first, just to try and get her opinion of us up. And I think that is where we are going to end this video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Crusader Kings 3. I will see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.